Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. It is May 16th, 2023. My name is Kyle, this is Mrs. Olson, and of course, this is Maker Notes. Today we're going to talk about the Around Every Corner shawl. It is by Stephanie Lotvin. It's the one that Mrs. Olson is wearing. It is a fun, relaxing knit using two different yarns that are made of long staple Greek cotton. So I'm going to show you the yarns and then we're going to talk about all the good stuff that we're getting. So the sample one is in a color combination that we call Petal Burst. So the first yarn is called Cotton Ball, and you can kind of see, these are both from Shawl. You can kind of see how sort of a little bit of variegated kind of kettle dyed looking this yarn is, and the sheen on it, this beautiful sheen that comes from our cotton yarns. So this is fingering weight yarn. So Cotton Ball is a wonderful solid. That is sort of the main color, the one that's like going on here and up at the very top. And then the other yarn is Zauber Purlin Cotton. So this is Zauber Purlin Cotton. It is 7 little mini balls that make a ring. So these are called rings, and this is a ball. And you're gonna use 6 of them in this project. So you'll have 1 extra ball and probably some extra leftover. So maybe you can make a fun little random stripy hat or something out of leftover yarn. But Zauber Purlin Cotton and Cotton Ball, both from our friends at Shawl, both the same weight of yarn, both the same content, both the same care, which is you can machine wash this yarn. I would hand wash it still, but you can machine wash it, and then once it's done with that gentle cycle, lay it flat, block it out and let it dry. So here's the deal with this shawl. So the Around Every Corner, which I'll show you kind of what it looks like for folks just in the video. It is a fun gradient. Look how cool this is. So Stephanie's pretty creative in the angles and stuff. This is garter, stitch, and tarsia. So you're knitting, knitting, knitting always, knitting every row. And on the right side rows, you're gonna carry that, you're gonna wrap and twist, well, old over new, using the intarsia technique when those two yarns meet each other. You're always going to do that on the non-public side of the work, on the wrong side. And it makes sort of a little bit of a woven thing. You always do it the same way and always on the same side. That's kind of all there is to it, to the garter, stitch, and tarsia stuff. So when you buy 1 cotton ball and 1 Zauber Purlin ring, you choose 1 color of each. Now through Sunday, we're going to give you the Around Every Corner shawl pattern as a gift. So that's kind of exciting. And then in addition to that, we're gonna give you the needle that you'll need. So this is a Shawl Unicorn. It's a size 5, 3.75 millimeter fixed circular. And what's cool about the unicorns? Well, unicorns are always cool. But what's cool about the unicorn is it's got the standard tip. It has the turbo finish that the Addy needles are really known for. And then it's got this really interesting sort of spiraled texture to it, which a little bit of texture, but it doesn't impede the movement of the project. So having that little bit of texture with a cotton yarn is kind of cool. And it has a pink cord. So who doesn't love pink? Yay. So you're gonna get the needle as a gift, you get the pattern as a gift. Of course, if you put your Ravelry name into the order, when you place it, we will put the pattern in your library as well. But if you don't have Ravelry, you don't use it, whatever, we will just use the email address you use when you check out. So this one's a little different because we are making it so you can choose whichever color combo you want. But we gave you 6 options. So number 1 was Petal Burst. That's the one I just showed you. That is these two here. This is 2482 combined with 2272. And then, so you can see that this green is that bottom one. So we just didn't use this color in our sample. So you can do whichever, omit the first or the last of the progression that you might like. The second one I'm going to show you is called Bubble Shake. Bubble Shake is Cotton Ball 2446, so mostly a pink project. And then the little ring, here's the ring, is 2487. I have to look at my notes. I don't remember all the numbers. So 2446, 2487. That'll make a fun one. Then there is Water Wish. Water Wish is $24.45. Beautiful, nice swimming pool blue combined with $24.94. Now here's one where I would suggest maybe don't use this color because you see they're pretty much the same. So if you omit this ball of yarn, you'll be able to knit a fun gradient. It'll be a subtle gradient, but how cool will that one be? That's Water Wish. Summer Shade, gonna be the same deal. Summer Shade, $22.74. It's this really beautiful deep blue. Kind of reminds me of like the color, you know, when you're outside and there's a beautiful garden and the big tree goes over the garden and there's shade that's falling on that beautiful garden. That's what these colors kind of remind me of. $24.93 in Zauber Pearl and Cotton, $22.74 for Cotton Ball. And again, omitting this one here, it would make a really beautiful, interesting gradient. Then there is Candy Drop. Who wants to drop candy? I don't know, but we're candy dropping today. This is $22.71. It is a beautiful, deep, charcoaly, dark gray, almost black. So $22.71 in Cotton Ball combined with $24.85. And then you can just decide either one of these, let go of one or the other, and you'll be good to go. So that's Candy Drop. And then the last one is Cherry Flip. So Cherry Flip is $22.73. So the majority of the project will be this color. And then the little gradient stripes will be $24.89 if you decided to do that combo. So when you're doing your order, you'll go to the product page for the Around Every Corner kit. And then there's two different drop-down options, and you'll choose which color number you like. And in the pictures that you click through, you'll see the different color combinations that I suggested here, or you can also see the color options for Cotton Ball and the color options for Zauber Pearl and Cotton. So you can choose which color combo you want there. And again, now through Sunday, you get the needle and you'll get the pattern as free gifts. That is the thing that's happening today. I've got a couple of other things in here to mention. The modular blocking wires, hard to show, but they are a series of fixed wires. There's a number of them in here, and I'm just gonna pull out a pile of them so you can see. So these are fixed, these are rigid wires that come in fixed lengths and shorter lengths. And what you'll do is you weave one through the end of your shawl and then overlap just an inch or so for the next one. So that way you can use just a series of these to make a long line that is nice and straight to block your shawl beautifully, but you don't have to try to store these really giant wires, and also you don't have to worry about like poking someone in an eye when you're trying to weave that wire through. So check out the modular blocking wires as well. We have the coded stitch markers in the newsletter. You can see those in the newsletter better than you can see them in here. Cute little tiny stitch markers. They go up to a 6 millimeter, so they'd be great for this project if you'd like to use a stitch marker to identify where the change of color is, but I don't think you'll need it. And then the other stuff in the newsletter, I will say, a reminder, a very, very important reminder, make sure you have signed up if you haven't already for our event with Marie Green of Olive Knits. That's coming up this Friday from 12 to 1 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. We're going to be talking about the 4-day knit along and revealing the project. So you get to see what project we're all going to be making for the 4-day knit along that actually begins July 1st. But we got to get the yarn to you and all the stuff in the goodie kit that I can't talk about yet. So make sure you sign up for that event, and we will see you then as well. Other than that, I think that might be it for this Tuesday. Hope you're staying nice and cool. It has been wonderfully warm here in Seattle. We're hoping for a little bit of a weather break very soon. But while we wait for that, we will be here helping you answer questions. If you need any help, you just reach out by email, hello@makersmercantile.com, or give us a call when we're here, 206-747-7121, and we will do everything we can to answer all your questions. So that's it for me. That's it for Mrs. Olson. We will see you again in just a few days with some more exciting news and more exciting things to offer. Thanks so much for watching.